we can get Mujina, who is obviously the favorite of most people, and I know why. I can think of 6 reasons why. Pervert. Hey guys, Nichols here, and today I am here to share with you my predictions for the upcoming Wonderful Hobby Life for You event opening this Saturday, May 29, and ending on June 6. So it's a week-long event. This will be the 33rd Wonhobby event, and of course, as always, this will feature products from Good Smile Company and Max Factory. Toys, merchandise, you name it. And like I said, I'm going to share with you what I predict they're going to show us in the event. And boy, do I have a lot to talk about. Like, quite a lot. I'm looking at my list. It's actually quite big. Very big. Anyway, this video will be divided into 4 parts. The first part will tackle my predictions based on the ongoing season of anime. The second part will tackle my predictions based on popular series. Third will be the things I personally want to see. And then fourth will be things my brother wants to see, because my brother is also a collector. We kind of have a shared collection, so yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. Current season, let's talk about Higehiro. Now, yeah, a lot of you, I'm sure, watch the show. It's a very controversial, but also very entertaining and very heartwarming, actually. I find it heartwarming, okay? Okay? Yes, it's a little bit illegal, but don't worry, I do not ship the illegal pairing, but I love all the characters in the show anyway. I'm expecting we're gonna see Nendoroid Sayu and maybe Goto. Like, I'm starting to see, like, there are more people liking Goto, the older, the main character's boss. And maybe Yoshida, the main character, later on. Because, you know, waifu's first, right? Waifu's first, and then the main character follows. Well, unless it's a shoujo anime. Next, let's talk about Nagatoro. Now, the waifu line seems to be quite popular. Oragairu and Nendoroids are selling well. Shizuru from Rent-A-Girlfriend, her Nendoroid, is also really popular now. And I believe when Uzaki comes out, she'll be popular as well. I mean, like, yeah, her pre-order is done. Hopefully you guys who want her pre-ordered her, because I imagine it might be a bit hard to get her when she comes out. She's quite popular. And that also leads me to think that they're gonna milk on, you know, that waifu strategy. Rom-coms seem to be really popular these days. So yeah, they're most likely gonna milk Nagatoro. And while we're at it, I'm also gonna mention Komi-San. Yeah, Komi-San is not of this season, but her anime is something a lot of us are looking forward to. A lot of us. And I'm sure her Nendoroid is gonna sell. Like, wow. It's gonna come with, like, I imagine some really good faceplates, and of course, you know, she's a very lovable character. Who wouldn't want a Nendoroid Komi-san? Next, let's talk about Dino Xenon. Now, Dino Xenon is the follow-up, the indirect follow-up to Gridman. And during Gridman's popularity, we got Nendoroids of both Rika and Akane. We got Nendoroids of both Rika and Akane, and eventually even Figmas. Now, if they're gonna follow that same route, they're gonna start with maybe the 2 main girls, who are Yume and Chise. And maybe we can get Mujina, who is obviously the favorite of most people, and I know why. I can think of 6 reasons why. Pervert. Anyway, yeah, Nendoroid's definitely. Figma, I'm not so sure. If it becomes as successful as Gridman, maybe we can see Figmas of these 3 girls in the future, and maybe Gauma, because Gauma actually has, like, a pretty marketable design, I think. Very eye-catching design, and they even made a pop-up parade of him already. So yeah, well, why not, you know, Nendoroid and maybe Figma soon. Regarding a Nendoroid Dino Xenon, the mech, I don't think that's gonna happen because it's bulky. They were able to make Gridman because Gridman is like a more, you know, more biological kind of design. But with Dino Xenon, it is too mechanical. They already announced a Moderoid version of Dino Xenon, of a proper scale Dino Xenon. But maybe, you know, they could also make a super deformed Nendoroid. Yeah, like a chibi Nendoroid aesthetic Nendoroid for Dino Xenon. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Oh, and regarding Figmas of the series I mentioned a while ago, Higehiro and Nagatoro, I'm not 100% sure if they'd actually make Figmas for those series, because I noticed Max Factory is kind of refraining from making more school uniform designs for Figmas. Instead, like, they're capitalizing on school uniforms for Figma styles, but like they're not really for anime characters anymore, because I believe it's because there are just so much Figmas of school uniforms out there, and it's getting a little saturated, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if they do become popular, maybe. Not even Oregairu got Figmas. I know Kaguya-sama is getting Figmas, but these are like the clothed Figmas. Like, they're an experimental kind of Figma, kind of like the Figma Styles line. So I'm not 100% sure if they're gonna be doing that for, you know, many other series. I actually just think they're experimenting, and they chose Kaguya-sama because Kaguya-sama is very popular. Okay, now more stuff this season. Yeah, we have a Nendoroid already from Osamake, and you know, yeah, we might see more. We might see the other girl, maybe the main character, and we're also I'm expecting more stuff from Shaman King, because we already have the Figma announcement, Figma Yo, Asakura Yo. And yeah, I'm also expecting to see maybe a gray physical prototype, an uncolored prototype of Figma Yo. Maybe even Nendoroids. Maybe we can get Amidamaru, or Yo himself, or his waifu Anna, or his small buddy. I kind of forgot his name. I'm so sorry. Another thing I'd expect from this season, more Zombieland Saga stuff. Now, Zombieland Saga, it's not the most popular show, but I know there's a fan base for it. I know that there are fans of this show, including me. So yeah, I would hope that they complete the team, or at least just give us the popular characters like Yamada Tai and Saki. Those two are very popular. But you know, come on, just good smile. If you're watching this, just complete the team, man. Like, I have both Sakura and Junko, and they are lonely. They want some friends. So please, come on, good smile. Come on. Come on. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. Let's talk about popular series. Now, I would like to start with Kobayashi-san. Kobayashi-san is actually coming out really soon. I mean, the next season, the second season of Kobayashi-san is coming out, I think, in July. And you know, there's a lot of demand for more toys. Like, so far we just have statues, but a Nendoroid Kana would be great. A lot of people would buy that. Nendoroid of all the characters, honestly, they're all lovable, and they all have very Nendo-friendly designs, if you ask me. And you know, I'd say they have very Figma-friendly designs. But you know, I'm not gonna expect that much. Like, maybe just Nendoroid would be enough for now. I would also like to talk about Rurouni Kenshin. Now, we already have an announcement for his Nendoroid. Now, maybe we can get a Figma. Yeah, we also have his pop-up parade. So, I've all the more reason for me to hope for a Figma, right? Come on. Come on, good smile. Come on. Next, let's talk about HoloLive. You know, VTubers, come on. I'm into that stuff, okay? Don't judge me. And we've had announcements for Nendoroids. We have announcements for Nendoroid Minato Aqua, Nendoroid Fubuki, and Nendoroid Matsuri, who was the first one to be announced. And now it's gonna be almost a year since the announcement of at least Matsuri. Come on. Like, I hope we already have a physical preview of Minato Aqua, but I hope we see more, and maybe finally a release date and, yeah, colored pictures. That would be great. I'm also expecting to see more of the announced HoloLive Generation 3 Figmas. Like, we already had the prototype of Pecora, so maybe we can see a colored prototype this time, and maybe prototypes of Hosho Marin and the other members, Noel, Flare. That would be awesome, I think. And you know, like, personally, I also would like to see some Holo EN figs. Like, maybe like Nendoroid or Pop-Up Parade if they can't do Figma. Although I would love a Figma Cali or Figma Amelia. And I would also personally want to see HoloLive Generation 4 because I love Gen 4. In my eyes, they're probably the best generation. And good diversity and good, you know, they're great. Really funny. Next, I want to talk about Oregairu. As you guys may know, Yukino and Yuigahama are both in the market already, and Iroha is coming soon. So, you know, come on, we need Hachiman, man. We need the 8-man. I mean, honestly, I'm not getting Iroha. She sucks. Okay, I mean, I'm kidding. But like, I think an Oregairu Nendoroid collection would not be complete without Hachiman. Next, let's talk about the upcoming Hiroyuki Imaishi event, which is going to transpire, like, I believe at around the same time as the Wonhobby event. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same time, but more or less. You know, maybe we can get like more stuff from Panty and Stocking, PSG. Nendoroid Scanty and Knee Socks, maybe Panty and Stocking Nendoroid 2.0 or Figmas maybe. I would also like to see a 2.0 of Nendoroid Yoko from Gurren Lagann, because her existing Nendoroid is outdated, and we have modern Nendoroids of both Kamina and Simone, so why not add Yoko into that mix, right? I mean, it's perfect. Yeah, like modern Nendoroids of all three, that would be perfect, I think. And come on, Figma Yoko. We need Figma Yoko. All we have right now is the Revoltech Froline Yoko, which is honestly also very outdated. I mean, it's not bad, but it just doesn't match up with Figma, or modern Figma, at least. So yeah, a Figma Yoko would be great. And you know, maybe we can even have Figma, Ryuko, and Satsuki in school uniform. I mean, like, I think that would complement the already announced reissues of Nendoroid Satsuki and Ryuko. And yeah, Nendoroid Mako is also getting reissued for both her normal version and her Goku uniform version. So that is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you, Good Smile, for that. Really appreciate that. You know, maybe we can also see Figma Mako in her Goku uniform. That'll be amazing. And I believe this event is also getting a special item to coincide with it. We're getting the Nendoroid Ryuko jersey version, so that's really cool, I think. Next, let's talk about Madoka Magica. Now, I believe the franchise is at its is in its 10th anniversary. So yeah, we have like a movie announcement, and why not complement this celebration with figures, right? Maybe new versions of both Figma and Nendoroid Madoka. I have the Figma. It's okay. Okay, maybe the Figma doesn't need an update. I think the Figma is actually still pretty good. But based on the pictures I've seen of the Nendoroid, maybe that needs an update. Maybe they can just announce reissues for the Figmas and for the Nendoroids new versions. Another thing to talk about would be Mushoku Tensei Figmas and Nendoroids in general. So yeah, we have Figma Eris coming soon. Nendoroid Eris already had her pre-order. So yeah, maybe we can see more Figmas from Mushoku Tensei. Maybe the main character even, maybe his dad. Or maybe, you know, Nendoroid's first for the girls, but Figma first for, I guess, the dad. Characters like the dad. I mean, they went with that same strategy for Made in Abyss. Like, the cuter characters had Nendos first, but Bondrude, the villain, they started with a Figma before the Nendoroid, so yeah, maybe they could go that same route for Mushoku Tensei. Now let's talk about Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend is that show that people love but people also hate. But that also means that there is a good demand for it. We already have Nendoroid Chizuru, so maybe we can see Ruka who seems to be, you know, a favorite. She's not my... I prefer Subaru from Hololive, who looks exactly like her, but... yeah, just... And we can also see Sumi. I'm not sure if we're gonna see Mami because people hate her to the point that her merch does not sell. So I can't promise, I can't really predict if they're going to complete the Rent-A-Girlfriend line, the Rent-A-Girlfriend waifu line. I would like to see Figma though. Like, Rent-A-Girlfriend has very fashionable outfits, and I would like to see some of those outfits as Figma, so yeah. Chainsaw Man. Good Smile would be missing out if they don't make more Chainsaw Man figures. We already have Nendoroid, Denji, and Power, who went for pre-order some months ago. Makima needs a Nendo. Makima seems to be the character who almost every fan is thirsty for. And, you know, why not Figma Denji? Figma Denji and Power, or Figma everyone, because Chainsaw Man is getting an anime in the future. I believe there's already an assigned studio for it. And selling Figmas for the show would fit a lot because this is a very, you know, action-oriented show, or action-oriented series rather, and Figmas from that series are bound to sell. Now let's talk about Zelda. Now, I actually have both Link and Zelda in the background here. There have been rumors that Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 will be releasing this year, but those are just rumors. But, you know, assuming they are, there is a chance for that to happen. Then Good Smile might want to milk on that. You know, like, the design difference of Zelda and Link from Breath of the Wild 1 and Breath of the Wild 2, it's not that much of a big difference. Maybe they can announce like an expansion pack, like an accessory pack. Good Smile does do that sometimes. Yeah, they can do that for the Nendoroids, and maybe they can actually give us Figmas finally. Come on, it's been years, man. It's been years since Breath of the Wild came out and still no Figmas. We had Figmas for like previous Zelda titles, so why not? Very missed opportunity if they don't make Breath of the Wild Figmas. Like, super. And speaking of video games, let's talk about Square Enix. Square Enix has allowed Good Smile to make Nendoroids for Nier Automata. We have 2B and 9S. We also have the Kingdom Hearts series. I mean, like, is it so hard to get Final Fantasy? I mean, okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is harder, but I think there's still a possibility. FF7 remake is very popular right now. We can get Nendoroids and maybe Figmas eventually. Okay, maybe not Figmas because Square Enix has their own line for 6-inch figures, the Bring Arts line, so maybe not Figma, but I think Nendoroid would benefit both Square Enix and Good Smile. So yeah, why not, right? We also have the Endwalker FF14 coming out. I believe Ishtola would make a great Nendoroid. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be super nice. Now let's move to the third part of this video, things I personally want to see. Now first, I want to mention that I would like to see Megalobox Figma. The designs of Megalobox are very Figma friendly. Season 1 was quite popular. Season 2, I'm not sure if the popularity is the same, but either way, I think Megalobox Figmas would sell. I'm also watching the show called Saint's Power is Omnipotent. It's not very popular, so I doubt this is gonna get merch, but yeah, I would like to see Nendoroids at least from the show. Why not? Since we're getting Figma Nagato Kaini from Kankole, maybe, you know, even though Kankole is not very popular anymore, maybe there's still a chance we can get more stuff from the series, because Good Smile seems to not be giving up hope on Kankole for some reason. I do not like Azure Lane, by the way. No, I do not like their designs. I do not like their direction. I still prefer Kankole because of how traditional the designs look. And now for the last part of this video, let's talk about things my brother wants to see. Now, he's watching this anime called Super Cub. It's an anime about scooters and motorcycles. I'm not sure about how popular it is, but I do know there's a fan base for it. Maybe they can start with a Nendoroid and then Figma with the bike, because the main character does have a Super Cub motorcycle. And like, that's what the show is about. So I think either way, if you're gonna make a Nendoroid or a Figma of this character, she's gonna have to come with her bike. It's gonna be weird if she doesn't. Another thing my brother would want to see, would really want to see, is finally for Good Smile to push through with the production of Nendoroids from the Arya series. Now, They actually announced that they were gonna make Nendoroids for this series, but the supposed manufacturer, Aquamarine, went bankrupt, and as a result, we haven't received an update about the Nendoroids. Although Good Smile did say that they were going to produce some of the things assigned to Aquamarine, but this time it's gonna be coming from Good Smile themselves. We're not sure if this includes the Arya series Nendoroids. So yeah, Arya fans, just pray. Just that's all you can do for now. Or I don't know, message Good Smile. That might work. Sending them an email might work. Just be nice. If you guys want to make like a compilation of your predictions, I believe there's a Wonhobby bingo app that's been like I've seen some posts about it circulating. You can check the myfigurecollection.net website for information on how to get the app for the Wonhobby bingo. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope Good Smile shows us a lot of things we want to see, and I hope you guys get the things you want to see. So I mean, like, I'm sure it is Good Smile's job to put a good smile on all of our faces. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry, but had to be said. Yeah, keep collecting and have a good day. A great day.